The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie Broadcasters. Any reproduction without written consent of WSTU and WPSL is strictly prohibited. Now it's time for Quality of Life Radio, brought to you by Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom Bouvier.
Hello and good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in on this extraordinary Tuesday morning. It is May 15th, 2023, and we are hoping that all of you wonderful moms out there had a very phenomenal, fantastic Mother's Day. So happy belated Mother's Day to all of you fabulous moms out there, and thank you so much for all you do as a mom. My name is Gary Owen. I am the president of Owen Insurance Group and the host of the world famous Quality of Life radio show.
Absolutely, and I'm the sidekick, Tom Bouvier, co-host of the Quality of Life radio show.
And you can catch us here every single Tuesday morning on WSTU 1450 AM and WPSL 1590 AM, as well as Facebook Live. So if you don't like to listen on the radio and you'd rather catch us, our beautiful, fantastic, handsome faces in our studio, go to Facebook and then follow us and like us at the Quality of Life radio show, and that's how you can catch us there. And we're here every single Tuesday morning.
Yes, we are, Gary. We love to bring relevant content to our listeners. So even though we may have fun, joke around a little bit, we bring relevant content that actually you can use in your life. We share our knowledge. We present information. We call it the No BS Zone as
no
well.
No Plop Zone.
The No Plop Zone. Yeah, we kind of cleaned it up. Yeah, the No Plop Zone. And bring you straight talk about important insurance solutions, all the pitfalls to avoid. We're very transparent. We bring transparency and good old-fashioned straight talk, as you were saying, the No Plop Zone. That will actually enhance and improve your quality of life, because Owen Insurance Group has a mission, and that is to simplify insurance planning so that you can live the stress-free life that you deserve. And one thing about moms, if you turn the word mom upside down, you get the word
wow.
Wow. So our beautiful mugs came halfway from our mom, so thank you, Mom, and our dad as well. So thank you, Dad.
Well, we're the milkmen.
Well, we're going to just say it came from Dad. But
all right, so thank you for joining us this morning. We've got some really good information to share with everyone this morning. Before we do, Tom, let's do the quote of the day today. Do we have it? Yeah, it's about choices, and it's amazing, right? I mean, growing up, we have siblings, and sometimes it's interesting to see how siblings take a different course and a different path in life. But it's all about the choices you make. No matter what happens to you in life, and no matter how crappy it is, at the end of the day, we make our own choices, Tom.
That's right. They say, you made your bed, you got to sleep in it.
Right.
So This is called the 3 C's: choice, chances, changes. You must make the choice to take a chance if you want anything in your life to change. So I like that.
Yeah.
I recall years ago my friend had the 3 Ds. It was decisions, determine, destination.
I like that.
That goes pretty much along with it. Your decisions or your choices determine your destination. But I like this one as well. Good quote, Gary.
I like it. Very good. All right, we're going to talk today about 2 things. And real quick, I want to share with everybody about what's going on in the Medicare fraudster world.
Ooh.
And then
fraud alert.
Fraud alert. Then what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about cancer insurance, cancer protection, and then we're going to provide some statistics. I mean, jaw-dropping, eye-opening statistics about cancer. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really important. So what do fraudsters love, Tom, more than anything else in the world?
Suckers.
Yeah. Easy
naive,
targets.
Easy targets.
Easy
naive
targets.
people.
Yeah,
they say
man.
a sucker was born every day, so they like suckers.
I tell you, there's millions and millions of people out there who are getting defrauded by these scumbags, these nefarious people. I don't call them people. I would like to say what they are. The radio will not allow me to repeat it. The FCC
beep,
will
beep,
probably
beep. Yeah.
fine me. But there are plenty of them out there, and I think they make it their life mission to scam all of us out of our hard-earned money. My parents just recently were victims of a scam, a FPL scam, and it's sickening to see what's going on out here. There are big tech companies, there are mobile phone companies, banks, credit card companies, but millions of people that belong to these. But Medicare enrollees, Medicare beneficiaries, there's 65 million of them. Now, when you throw in folks who are on Medicaid, CHIP, and marketplace plans, now you're talking over 160 million potential victims. And I'm telling you, people are lying in wait just to get your information, to defraud you, to scam you, and to take you from your hard-earned money. So be very careful, be cognizant. Medicare scams have a never-ending loop. We see a lot of it happening before you're turning 65 or during the annual enrollment period and the open enrollment period. And listen, Medicare is never going to call you and ask you for your Medicare number to confirm that you received your Medicare number. And what is your Medicare number, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so? We just want to confirm that you received it. That is a fraudster.
Well, Gary, what about if on your phone it pops up and says Medicare?
Yes. It's amazing what the
amazing
phishing scams that they're doing, and people are falling victims and prey to these nefarious animals. So be very, very, very cautious. Do not provide your Medicare information to anyone if you don't know who they are. If you don't know who they are, do not provide your Medicare information or any of your confidential information.
Or your routing number and account number.
Right.
Many times they say, oh, your Part B premium wasn't paid. We need to get a payment real quick, or you're going to lose your coverage. There's a lot of scams like that, not just with Medicare, but with other products as well.
That's right. And if you have questions, you got concerns, you think you were scammed, call 1-800-MEDICARE. They'll provide resources for you. We just had one of my clients on a Medicare supplement plan got scammed. And we filed a complaint with the Medicare OIG, the Office of Inspector General, and it's amazing. These morons out of Miami are defrauding Medicare out of millions and millions of dollars, and most people don't look at their MSN or their Medicare summary notice. So they're getting away with all this nonsense. We highly recommend. Tom and I always tell our clients, look at your EOBs if you're on a Medicare Advantage plan. Look at your Medicare summary notice if you're on a Medicare supplement plan. Look those over. And if you feel that you're being scammed and or Medicare is being scammed, please call 1-800-MEDICARE to file that report. Now, and then finally, I am happy to report that Captain Kirk is not going to be any longer trying to push people to call an 800 number into a Medicare plan. Neither is
he's going to another planet where no man's
neither
gone before.
the football stars. And
what about the other comedian?
Yes.
The kid of Dynamite.
Dynamite. So these three clowns. I call them clowns. I'm sorry, but when you're on TV and you're doing these things to Medicare beneficiaries and providing misleading commercials, to me that's bad news. So Medicare has come down on these call centers that are deploying these pitchmen. And so from now on, no more TV commercials are permitted unless they've been vetted by CMS. And then also they have to specify which specific plan they're trying to get you to enroll in. So there are some changes.
Wow.
Thank God.
Okay,
there are some
finally.
changes coming. But be very careful. We never, and if you could go to naosa.org, naosa.org, and it's a nonprofit in Washington, D.C., and they will tell you to never Never trust the pitchman on television. Don't call a celebrity 800 number for Medicare, right? You need to seek out an independent insurance professional who specializes in Medicare insurance planning.
Is there any such agency around here, Gary?
I think there is one super duper trooper agency.
It is. It's OIG, and it's not the Office of Inspector General. It's the Owen Insurance Group, and you can give us a call, 772-210-1020, and we'd be happy to help you navigate the rough waters of Medicare.
And we're licensed in 42 states. No matter where you're situated. I mean, if you're in the UK, we can't help you. Or Russia, or Pakistan, or wherever.
If you're retiring to Costa Rica,
or wherever you are, we can help you.
country.
But if you're in the United States, chances are we can help you. We have over 400 agents in the state of Florida, 12 field managers. So we got plenty of folks out there who can help provide you support, be a resource, and give you counsel. All right, Tom, let's move into cancer protection.
Okay.
This is something I'm very passionate about. Cancer is in my family. And we talk about people. We talk about insurance protection. People don't realize that there are plans that if you get diagnosed with cancer, that it will pay you a lump sum benefit. So those are the types of insurance plans that we love to represent and promote and to offer our clients, because we just don't know what's going to happen. And then we hear people say, "Oh, well, cancer's not in my family.
It won't happen to me.
It's not going to happen to me."
Yeah.
Well, guess what? 75% of cancer diagnosis today is as a result of the environment. Only 25% is a result of family. So you can't use that crutch anymore, people. No more excuses. Get your head out of the sand and start thinking about protecting your quality of life and health.
That's right. The things we eat, or the air we breathe, the water we drink, or the liquids we drink,
right.
All these things can have factors in our body when maybe we didn't have a family history. Anytime, any person, any age, at any time, cancer can strike.
Yeah.
So it's a sad thing.
And I'm going to give some statistics. And on both sides of my family. I have 2 cancer plans because for me, I know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that I'll have to deal with that C word. And every single day, hundreds upon hundreds of Americans are being diagnosed with thousands, tens of thousands of Americans are being diagnosed with cancer every single day. Tom, in 2023, over 1.9 million Americans are going to be diagnosed with cancer. That's an astronomical amount of Americans that are going to have bad news.
And Gary, that's 5,342 families and friends that are going to be diagnosed per day on average in America alone. Just in our country.
534 a day.
5,342. And every one of us listening right now on the radio has either been affected by themselves, a personal family member, or a very close friend.
And cancer is the second leading cause of death today. And, the 1.9 million people. So I don't think that most people realize what the median age of a cancer diagnosis is. Tom, do you know what the median age of a cancer diagnosis?
Actually, I do not, Gary.
Iggy, do you know what the median age of cancer diagnosis is? 52. It's 66.
66, okay.
66 is a median age, so meaning that for those of our great clients out there who are turning 65 that we're helping with their Medicare insurance planning, a year later, they're being diagnosed with cancer.
I have so many clients that exactly, as soon as they turn 65, I'm healthy as a horse.
Yeah.
Just put me on this kind of plan.
Right.
I don't have much need. Within the year, literally. And that's also saying that if the median age is 66, that means half of them are underneath 66 and half of them are above. So you have a lot of people who are below 66.
Yeah. And 77, this is a big number, 77% of cancer diagnosis occurs in people that are 55 and over. 77%.
Wow.
So if you are over the age of 55, my friends, you need to be paying attention to what we're telling you here today. Go ahead.
So will a cancer policy guarantee that someone won't get cancer, or how does the policy work?
I'm going to give
Okay.
a definitive answer on that.
Thank
here
you.
Before the radio show is over.
Okay.
So I'm going to be so bold to say that I'm going to guarantee if you do this certain thing that you're not going to be diagnosed with cancer. So just hold on. I know. Just
Okay.
Just give me
we're going to wait.
Give me the benefit of the doubt.
I will.
I'm going to absolutely explain to you how, if you do this one certain thing, that you will never be diagnosed with cancer. So hang on to that thought for just a second.
Okay.
More cancer statistics. So do you know what cancer is, Tom?
I think it's radical cells in the body that start to multiply and take over, like bad cells.
You want me to give you the definition?
Yeah, because that probably wasn't right. But
No, I mean, you probably are right in a sense.
Something like that.
So cancer is a group of diseases characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells that can result in death if not treated. Although the causes of cancer development are not completely understood, numerous factors are known to increase risk. Of course, we know what those are, like tobacco use, excess body weight, and others, like inherited genetic mutations and so forth. The risk factors may act simultaneously or in sequence to initiate and promote cancer growth. So, and just remember, 5,342 a day being diagnosed. 1.9 million cases every year with cancer. So, cancer incidence increased for prostate cancer by 3% after 2 decades of decline. Men, pay attention. So, how many people are living today that ever had cancer? So today, there are over 18 million people who were diagnosed with cancer who are still living. So the good news is, if you catch it early, the prognosis is good that you'll survive a cancer diagnosis.
But the effects can linger
Forever.
Yeah,
It's
financial,
horrible.
mental, social, a lot of bad things can happen, even if you do survive, and which is what you hope. And Gary, you mentioned 1.9 million being diagnosed this year, and they estimate about 609,000 deaths. So out of that 5,342, approximately 668, almost 1,700 people a day will die of cancer in the United States. So that's a lot.
Well, it's scary, but we're here to tell you that there is a policy called a lump sum cash cancer plan that you can buy, and it's very simple. There are 3 very simple questions that you have to answer no to, and then you get issued the policy. They don't ask medical questions like your family history questions. They don't ask tobacco questions. Even if you're a tobacco user,
that's
you
amazing.
can still get a cancer plan, which is amazing.
It is.
I mean, it's crazy. So, and by the way, the National Cancer Institute calculated the average cost of medical care and drugs tops over $42,000 in the year following a cancer diagnosis, and some treatments can exceed over $1 million. So, how do you pay for that? Well, Tom, I think they should invest in a affordable lump sum cash cancer plan.
And people say, well, why would I need that? I have health insurance.
Good question, Tom.
That is a good question. And certainly you need to have that base foundational, a good health insurance, whether you're on Medicare or not on Medicare. But the lump sum cancer policy, which I have a policy as well, that was one of the first things I did when I learned that it even existed. Many people don't know.
No.
I pay a small monthly premium. My premiums are guaranteed to never go up. And if I were to be diagnosed with internal malignant cancer or even skin cancer that's malignant, they would send me a lump sum check of over $20,000. And that makes me happy only because there's so many things I could use that money for.
Yes.
Number one, my maximum out-of-pocket or deductible on my health insurance for over 2 years.
Yeah, because most maximum out of pockets on your traditional commercial health insurance is $8,500.
Correct.
To $10,000. So this lump sum cash cancer plan will give you a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, or $50,000 lump sum benefit. And of course, knowing now that 77% of Americans 55 and over are being diagnosed with cancer, do you think it would make sense, Tom, to buy a cancer plan before you turn 55?
Before, because the lower the age, the lower the monthly premium, and it locks in. So
yes. So I want to give you, I'm 55, so I'm now part of that statistic, that potential statistic. So at age 55 through 59, so they have a 5-year band. So if I'm 55 and I want to buy a $20,000 lump sum benefit, it's going to cost me $40 a month. A female would cost $34 a month.
What?
So you don't 40 plus 34. So a husband and wife who are 55 to 59, $74 a month. Now, if you bought it separately. And Tom, if they did a family plan, how much would they say? How much would it cost as a family plan?
$87, and that would include their children as well.
For a $20,000 lump sum?
I'm sorry, less than that. $58.
$58. That's even better.
So even if it's just husband and wife.
Husband and
kids.
wife.
Yeah.
$58. So you just saved yourself $20 a month by doing the family plan. And if you pay an annual premium, you'll save another whole month premium.
Woo.
Come on.
What
are you waiting on? That. Are you waiting to get diagnosed with cancer? Do you know how many people call us and say, "Hey, I've got cancer. Do you have a policy that can help me?" Oh, yeah, we do. But you should have called me a month before you got diagnosed with cancer.
I recall.
Come on.
Unfortunately, I recall. I have a person's name in my mind. I won't say it, but I did a Medicare plan for her. And she said, "Man, my family is racked with cancer." And I talked to her about cancer. It was one of the very first times I ever talked about a cancer policy. And I said, "It's only this amount of money." And she said, "Well, I got the insurance, and it's kind of..." And she had money. She could have afforded it. I promise you, Gary, 6 months later, she called and said, I got cancer. Can I get that policy?
Right.
And so when people think nobody would kind of be that, naive to think that they could get a policy after it, but people do. And unfortunately, it's too late.
Yeah, and for those that are in their 30s, let's say 35 to 39 age group, and there's a lot of you out there who are between 35 and 39, $8 a month for 20,000 lump sum, and then 14. That's for the male, 14 for the female. And Tom, family plan for a husband and wife for
$20.
Is that it?
35 to 39.
$20.
$20. $10 a
$20
person.
for 20 grand. Would if I came to you today and said, "Give me $20, I'll give you 20,000." Would you think that's a great deal?
It's a phenomenal deal, and those rates stay. They lock in.
Yeah. No matter you get older, guess what? You pay that rate forever. So at the beginning of the show, I said I'm going to make a bold statement, and I'm going to say that if you buy a cancer plan, I guarantee you're not going to get diagnosed with cancer.
And if you're wrong?
And I'll put it in writing. I'll put it in writing.
Okay.
I'll put it in writing that if you buy a cancer plan from us, you will never be diagnosed with cancer. And if I'm wrong, the company's going to pay out $20,000 if you do a $20,000 plan. All right?
The company's got your back, man.
So,
you must know people.
I'm blessed. So,
yes, you are.
But think about it, though, really. I mean, seriously, it is affordable. And if you want to go to the #1 cancer hospital or the oncologist in the nation, that's MD Anderson in Texas. You can take your lump sum of $20,000.
That's right.
And fly back and forth and stay at a hotel and for lodging. It pays for all that benefit, time off work, things of that nature. So $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 can go a long way. So give us a call at Owen Insurance Group to get a quote. A no-hassle, no-obligation quote at 772-210-1020.
And Gary, you know, I kind of thought of this, and it maybe sound morbid, but if it's terminal cancer and everyone, including the person, knows they're going to be dying in 3 months, treatments really don't know why bother. Take that $50,000 and go on the vacation of your dreams if you can feel good.
Exactly.
I mean, meaning you can use
hit the bucket list.
You hit the bucket list and knock off as many as you can before you get knocked off by cancer. I mean, but the point is that money comes directly to you. It's not paid to the hospital or any doctor.
Tax-free.
Tax-free.
Lump sum, tax-free benefit. You have nothing to lose. Give us a call, Owen Insurance Group, 772-210-1020, or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.com. 30 minutes is already up. It's amazing how fast time flies. We say that every show.
I wish you'd go this fast in the dentist office.
Yeah, you're not kidding about that. Hey, listen, everybody. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for joining with us today. Please look out for your quality of health and quality of life. We hope that you enjoyed the show, and please share us with your friends, your family, your neighbors, and the ones that you know about. And remember, stay tuned, because coming up next is a Brian Kilmeade show and Treasure Coast and the world. This is for you. Remember, stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.